Right, we're focusing on health in this hour, putting the spotlight on cancer. And as you know, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And to talk to me about this in studio this morning is someone who needs no introduction. She is a doctor as well as an Ikamanga order holder. Dumela Mahatu. Okay.
We're not even Dr. Ikamanga.
Yes. This. Your secret to success. GPS location to your fountain of youth because you stay amazing.
I can't do any other way. But don't keep to be handsome, hard work makes you stay young.
Yeah, and a good heart and a
wake
happy
up
heart.
And wash up and show up. My grandmother, I can't say it on national TV.
Wake up and show up. Would you say that is what has kept you going?
Yes,
in spite of so many things that you have faced.
Yes, my darling. So much that I even forget my aches. I've got arthritis, diabetes, high blood pressure, mental illness, everything. But I just wake up, wash up and show up.
We're going to unpack that in a moment, but I want us to start with the warmth that is Mayor Lillian Dube. When you reflect and you look back on your life, are you surprised at how everything has turned out for you?
Not at all. I've always been this brave girl who was told you'll never amount to anything, you are ugly and all that, you're short. But I refused. I claimed my part under the sun.
And our bonds.
My granddaughter says, yeah, because all the nice things are happening in my life.
Right.
I am so blessed.
In an interview you did recently, you spoke about how you grew up watching Golden Girls, and you said to yourself, one day, I am going to make a production like that. What has that meant for you doing Squeezers?
Oh, Manaka, imagine, Squeezers. I said, when I'm 60, I'm going to do something like, and it happened exactly. But what I didn't ask for was cancer, because they both came at the same time. When the SABC approved Squeezers, that's the day I got told I've got cancer.
Sure. Let's go back to 2007 when you were first diagnosed. Maybe let's take us back to that moment when the doctor sat with you and said, this is what is going on.
Yes. My poor doctor, I felt more sorry for him than me. He couldn't understand, because now I'm one of those people who always do my checkups. I take my body for service all the time, and my doctor, my GP, I mean, he didn't know how to tell me, how many children have you got? And I said, doctor, do I have cancer? Yes. I felt sorry for him. Sure. I just knew I was going to die, and that's it. But I was like disappointed or how. Kanji, just like that, I'm going to die.
Impa, you had some knowledge about it at the time. Sister
Bettina had cervical cancer, but I, Lillian Dube, had breast cancer, and all I knew that it does kill. Because I remember on the 1st of December, I was giving a talk about HIV and AIDS. I was a guest speaker there. I was telling the people there, AIDS, it's nothing. Take your treatment and you live. But that's me now. But with cancer, you know, you're going to die. You see, I prophesied that. Then I've got cancer, so I said, so I'm going to die. But God is good.
All the time.
I went, there was a prayer session for me at the SABC. Everybody came together to pray. And I remember going to Cresta Mall. The car guards who are my friends, because now 30 minutes of my time is spent with car guards, speaking about Mobango, Mopeme, and my traditional shweshwe dresses.
Right.
So they come to me and say, Mama Skatsu, Rurapile, Tukapila. That just gave me hope.
Sure.
For if these people can pray for me, and I said to God, God, everybody's praying for me. I'm also aiding in their prayers. Save me, and if you save me, I'm going to create awareness. Because for me, I found my own lamp, because I knew all about signs and symptoms. So one morning I was taking a bath. I saw that my breasts were not equal. All right, you know that breasts are not equal anyway.
Right.
But on that particular day, I could see that the other one was larger. And I started touching. I felt this little lump. The following day, I went for my mammogram. They said, no, Mama, oh, fine. Kanjani, because I know my body. I wasn't even happy. I just walked out. As I was walking out, this young radiographer said, Mama, come back. Your previous x-rays, we had this little dot, but now it's grown. I said, which breast? She said, the right one. So I knew. And then they did a biopsy. There I was, breast cancer, but I was so fortunate. My doctor, Carol-Ann Benn, when I went to see her in December, I told her, I'm taking my grandchildren to Mauritius, and here I've got cancer. She says, no, man, it doesn't change anything. You can still go on your holiday. You come back in January, I'll do the op, and I've got to be certain where the cancer is, because once I cut, and she shows me a rubbish bin, once I've thrown in there, I can't put back. She just relaxed me and just told me it was nothing.
Yeah.
So when I went for my op, I knew I was going to live.
Yeah.
And then I made sure that I create awareness. I joined a support group called the Journey of Hope, where we were driving in Harley Davidson from Soweto to Cape Town, stopping in every little dolphin. Oh, of course, in Tataganja. Hey, and those Harley Davidson guys were such wonderful people. Some of them are doctors themselves. But now we have this idea, Hell's Angels. Those bikers, God bless them. They're not Hell's Angels, they are angels.
Sure.
And then later I joined Cancer Survive group, which deals with all the cancers. Now, this time, we were being supported by Triumph. Triumph over cancer. Triumph bikers, and then Triumph over cancer.
Sure.
And I just enjoy, I don't stop when I talk about cancer.
I can tell.
Because people do not really die from diseases. They die from ignorance.
Ignorance, and that's exactly what we're going to touch
on. So
on.
For me, it's early detection and early treatment. That is why, before you can say it, men must suck those titties. They must.
We're going to talk about all that and more when we come back from the break. Do stay with us. We are in studio with Lillian Dube. You can contribute to the discussion. To give us a call on 011 759 6340. That number 011 759 6340.